Find the equivalent resistance between A point and B point for the given circuit. Here, resistance R is here, R is here, R is here, R is here, R is here. So if we see here that from A to C there is R, but from C to B this is R plus R, there will be 2R. So we write the equivalent circuit, and A to C this is R, and C to B it is 2R. From B to D this is R, and from B to A it is again R plus R. They are in series, so it is 2R. So this circuit is equivalent to this. Now here we see that 2R is here, 2R is here, R is here, R is here. For the Wheatstone bridge, since the product of these two, R into S, that is 2R into 4R square, and P and Q, that is equal to R square. So they are not equal. It means this is not a balanced Wheatstone bridge. So for balanced Wheatstone bridge, R into R, this is not equal to 2R into 2R, 2R into 2R, 4R square and 8R square. So this circuit is not a balanced Wheatstone bridge. It means that to find this, what we will do, we have to have a current source, and we connect A and B with the battery of EMF E here. And since it is not balanced, then between C and D there will be a current. So at the point A, we start, I is the current from the battery. Here I1 current is passed through A to C, then by Kirchhoff's current law, then rest of current will be I minus I1 in the CD branch. At this point, this node C, again the current is divided into three, this part and this part. Incoming current is your I1, and let I2 current goes to this side, then rest of the current I minus I2 will be in this punch. So now we take the point at point D. Here ingoing current is I minus I1 and I2. So outgoing current will be equal to I minus I1 plus I2. And when they will meet here, then total current will be again I. So current I will be. So here with the help of Kirchhoff's current law, we divide current at node A, at C, at B and D as I have shown here in the diagram. So now we have to take Kirchhoff's voltage law, and we take loop 1 and loop 2. Our first loop is ACDA. ACDA means it is a clock, anti-clockwise. So here we start from A, then here current is I1, direction of current is same R, so it is equal to I1 into R. Then here current direction is same, direction of loop is same, then it is equal to I2 into R. And here the loop direction is this and current direction is reverse, so it will be equal to minus. Current is I minus I1 into 2R. So since R is common, this is equal to 0. R, we cancel R, and so it will be equal to 3I1 plus I2 is equal to 2I. This is equation number 1. Okay. Now we will take the second loop, which is loop is CBDC, this branch. Now here we go from C to D. Then here resistance is 2R and current is I minus I2. So it is equal to 2R into I minus I2. Then here, now we are going from A to D and direction of current is reverse from D to A. So it will be equal to minus R resistance times that current is equal to I minus I1 plus I2. And when we come here, the direction of current is this, and we are in the reverse direction, loop direction reverse. So it is again minus R into I2 current. This will be equal to 0. So if we solve it, we can cancel R from all the expressions, and we will get 3I1 minus 4I2. This is equal to I1. This is equation number 2. Now we will subtract this equation with this. The 3I1 will cancel. So it will be equal to 5I2 will be equal to 2I minus I. So 5I2 will be equal to I. So we can say I2 is equal to 1/5 of I. Now we consider the equation number 1. We substitute the value of I2, then we can find the I. So it is 3 into I1 plus 3I1 plus, so I plus 2I. I take it this side, so this will be minus 1/5 into R I. I beta 5 I by 5. This will be equal to 9/5 into I. So I will be equal to 3 will cancel with 9 3. So I1 will be equal to 3/5 into I. So we have find the I1 and I2 in terms of I. Now we take the third loop and we can take this loop A, D, B, A. So in this loop, here the resistance is 2R. The direction of loop is same. So it is equal to 2R into I minus I1. So it is equal to 2R I minus I1. Then here direction of loop is same, direction of flow of current is same, and it is resistance R. Then R times I minus I1 plus I2. This will be equal to, now there is no resistance here, and so it will be equal to EMF is equal to 0. In these two loops, there was no source, so the EMF was equal to 0. We put 0 on the right hand side, but here there is a source E, and it entered from negative to positive, so E is positive, so we put it E. Now we substitute the value of I1 and I2 in this expression. So 2R I minus 3/5 I plus R into I minus 3/5 I plus I/5. This is equal to E. So if we solve it, then we will get, this will be equal to 7/5 R into I is equal to E. So 7/5 R is equal to E/I. E is the total EMF, I is the total current of the circuit. So E/R will be equal to equivalent resistance of the circuit between the A and B. So R equivalent will be equal to 7/5 into R. So in this way we can find the equivalent resistance between A and B, although it is not a balanced Wheatstone bridge. So we will use KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, and we will use KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, to solve this problem. We take the three loops. One loop is A, C, D, and another loop is C, B, E, and third loop we will get A, B into. So using these three laws, using the Kirchhoff's voltage law, we will solve this, and we will first find I1 and I2 in terms of I, and in third we will put the value of I1 and I2 in this expression, and we will find the value I in terms of E, and we get the 7/5 into R. This will be equal to E/I. So E/I will be equivalent resistance. So equivalent resistance between A and B will be equal to 7/5 into R. So in this way we can solve the problem even though it is not a balanced Wheatstone bridge with the help of current, Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now we will take the second problem for the meter bridge. So we will take a next example, a numerical question for meter bridge. The known resistance in the left is 2 ohm. The balancing length is 40 centimeter from left. Find the unknown resistance. Find the balancing length when then the unknown resistance is shunt by a 2 ohm resistance. So first of all we will find the unknown resistance. Unknown resistance, which is the right gap, S2 is equal to 100 minus L bata L into resistance R, which is in the left gap. So it will be equal to, S will be equal to 100 minus 40 divided by 40 multiplied by 2. So this will be equal to 60 into 120 divided 40, that is equal to 3 ohm. Means the known resistance in the left is 2 ohm and 3 ohm is in the right side. Now we shunt it by a resistance of 2 ohm, means 2 ohm is parallel to unknown resistance 3 ohm. Then the equivalent resistance in the right side will be equal to 3 into 2 divided by 2 plus 3, that is equal to 6/5. So the resistance in the left hand side, left hand side is 2 and right hand side will be equal to 6/5, will be equal to 100 minus L divided by L into 2. So it will be equal to 6 into L will be equal to, we multiplied it, then it will be equal to 2 into 5, 100, then 1000 minus
10
minus 10L. We put it there, then 16L will be equal to 1000 or L will be equal to 1000 but 16, that is equal to 62.5 centimeter. So the new balancing length will be 62.5 centimeter when 2 ohm resistance is shunt by unknown resistance which was equal to 3 ohm. Now we take another problem for the meter bridge. In the meter bridge, in the left gap X ohm resistance is placed. In the right gap Y ohm resistance is placed. The balancing length is 60 centimeter. Now second is B part. If 10 ohm resistance is connected in series with the known resistance, that is Y, then balancing length is 55 centimeter. Third question, if 10 ohm resistance is connected in parallel with the Y resistance, find the balancing length. So first we will take the first step. When X ohm is left, Y on the right, then X bata Y will be equal to balancing length is balancing length is 60. So X bata Y will be equal to 60 bata 100 minus 60, that is 60/40, which is equal to 3/2, or we can say X is equal to 3/2 into Y. Now we take the second step. When the resistance of 10 ohm is connected in parallel with, in series with Y. So in the left hand side there is X ohm and in right hand side it is Y plus 10 ohm. So X divided by Y plus 10 will be equal to balancing length is 55 So 55 divided by 100 minus 55, this will be equal to 55 bata 45, and that will be divided by 5, so 11 bata 9. So if we cross multiply it, then 9x will be equal to 11y plus 100. We substitute the value of y here. Then 9 into x की वैल्यू कितना हो गया? x is equal to 3 बटा 2y. So 9 into 3 बटा 2y, this will be equal to 11y plus 110. So if we solve it, then we will get y is equal to 44 ohm. Then we can find the value of x. X is equal to 3 by 2 of y. So 3 bata 2 into 66, that is equal to
44 is equal to
44, that is equal to 66 ohm. So we find the value of x and y. Now the third case, when we shunt or the resistance y by 10 ohm, then what will be the new balancing length? Then x will be equal to 66 ohm, and in the right hand side the resistance will be equal to, by parallel combination, then parallel combination it will be equal to 44 into 10 bata 44 plus 10, and this will be equal to 440 divided by 54. This will be resistance in the right gap. So we will put the resistance in x gap is your 66 divided by right hand side will be equal to 440 divided by 54. So first we solve it. Then it will be equal to 66 into 54 divided by 450, and this will be equal to 8.1. So 8.1 will be equal to L divided by 100 minus L. So we cross multiply and solve it, and we will get the value of L will be equal to 89 centimeter approximately. So in this way we can have series combination of resistance as well as the parallel combination of the resistance in the unknown gap, and we can find the value of the resistance in x gap, in y gap, and balancing length when the resistance of 10 ohm is shunt with the 5 ohm. So find the resistance between diagonally opposite corner of a cubic whose each side is of the resistance R. So there are one side, second side, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sides are there, and each side is of the resistance R. Now we take this point A, B, C, D here, E, F, G, H here, and diagonally opposite will be equal to A and G. So we have to find the resistance between A and G. So we connect A and G by external battery whose EMF is V and connect it to G. Now we consider here, for the sake of simplicity, the current which is entering, that is equal to 6 into I. Now at this point A, by the Kirchhoff law, it will, current law, it will go this side and this. These sides are of equal. So it is equally divided, means 2I will be in this, 2I will be in this side and 2I in this. So at this point 2I will be in this direction, 2I in this direction, and 2I in this direction. At this point it again divided in two parts. I will be in this direction, I will be in this direction. At this point it again divided into two parts, this side and this side. So again I will be here. So the 2I current is here, then I current is here, and I current is here. So I explain you again, the resistance of each side is R, and A and G are opposite corner. Now we connect A and G by a battery whose voltage is V. Now we consider that 6I current here at the point A. By the Kirchhoff's current law, 2I will be the AB, 2I will be equal to AD, and 2I will be equal to AE. At E, again it divided in two parts. So it will be divided equally. So I will be in EF and I will be equal to into E direction. At this point, here it again divided in two parts. This side and this side means in the BC and in the BF. BF will be I. So if we take this circuit A, E, F, G and A, then here current is 2I, here current is I, here current is I, and this complete. So we will take only one circuit which is A, E, F, G, I. So here the resistance are. So for the closed loop we will consider 2I into R plus here current I into R plus I here 2I, 2R into R, and this will be equal to the V volt. This will be equal to the V volt. So if we add it, then it will be equal to 2IR, 1IR and 2R, that is 5IR. So for the closed loop A, E, F, G, K, A, this total loop, by KVL we can write 2I into R. Here 2I current into R. Here I current into R. And here 2I current into R. This is equal to V. So 2 plus 1 plus 2, that is 5IR is equal to V. So V is equal to 5I. Now what will be the R equivalent? R equivalent will be equal to V divided by total current. And V divided total current, we have assumed 6I. So V bata 6I. Now we substitute the value of V. 5IR bata 6I. I cancel. So this is equal to 5 bata 6. So the total resistance of oppositely diagonal point A and G of this cube will be equal to 5 bata 6R. Now next problem, we have to find the resistance between A and B. Now this resistance is R, this resistance is R1, this is R2, this is R3, they are in series. Here it is connected to here and here connected. So they are short circuited. Or if we have the same circuit, this resistance R1, this is R2, R3, this is short circuited here and this is. These are the two equivalent circuits. So what we'll do, this point is A and this will be also point A. So between A, we take this point A and this point B. Then the resistance between A and B is R1. Then B and C is again R2 and C and D. This point is B and D. That will be also R3. So R1, R2, R3, they are in parallel. If we consider here also, this point is A and this point is B. A and B resistance is R1. Then B and A. This is connected here. So B and this is also A. So B and A is R2. Here it is connected here. B is connected here. So B and that is equal to R3. So R1, R2, R3 are in parallel. So the equivalent resistance will be equal to, in parallel combination, it will be equal to 1 bata R equivalent is equal to 1 bata R1 plus 1 bata R2 plus 1 bata R3 plus. So R equivalent will be equal to 1 bata, this will be equal to 1 bata R1 plus 1 bata R2 plus 1 bata R3. Now if we consider that R1 is equal to 5 ohm, R2 is equal to 10 ohm and R3 is equal to 30 ohm. Then 1 by R equivalent will be 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. We take the LCM 30. This is equal to 6 plus 3 plus 1. So this is 10 divided by 30. So R equivalent 1 by R equivalent will be equal to 10 divided by 30. This is equal to 1 by 3. So R equivalent will be equal to 3 ohm. So these circuits are similar circuit. And we only take here that this point is connected to here. So this point is A, then this point will be also A. Here it is sorted here. So if this point is B, this point is A. So the resistance, this will be between A and B. This will be also A and B. This is also A and B. So all the three resistances are in parallel connection.